What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Pokemon Pulls. We got our PSA graded cards back from Game Stop today. So we're going to go ahead and be going into these. But before we do that, if you like our content, feel free to hit the like and subscribe button down below to go ahead and support the channel. We are new and we absolutely love the community. So we'd love that appreciation back, just supporting us along. So we're going to go ahead and dive into these. So I'll go ahead and see you in the top-down view. Alright, so we got our cards back, and I will say I've already looked at the majority of these. You have to kind of go over the cards with GameStop when you get them back, and you have to attest and say, yes, my cards are in good condition. I appreciate them. They're good. Thanks for taking care of them and all that good jazz. But what I will say is if you look at the box here, these were submitted on 10/23, and today is November 13th. Yeah, today's November 13th. So we got these back really soon. The estimated time is 45 business days. So if you think 45 business days, you're looking at like 9 weeks, not technically 45 just days. You're looking at 9 weeks, a full 9 weeks there, which is kind of crazy. And when you think about it, and then beyond that, like we got these in less than 30 days total. So I was really excited to get these back. We'll go ahead and dive into these here in a second. Now, this was kind of a test for me. I wanted to see what the cards, one, would grade as, and two, where they were coming from, like how fast it was going to take and all that kind of jazz and everything. So we sent in 15 cards. The majority of these cards are going to full set just kind of hit we're gonna mix them up a little bit here so I don't know what's being flipped over when. The majority of these are going to just sit in my collection. They're for me and my son, and just kind of like the cards we're trying to collect and what we're trying to do. So we want 9s and 10s for our personal slabbed cards, and so any 9s and 10s we're going to be really happy with. Anything below that obviously will be cool, but we'll probably throw them in a little case to take to kind of like traded card areas and stuff like that. So we'll go ahead and kind of cover this side, even though I did see some of them. Ooh, okay, so this is the 2023 Pidgeotto illustration rare right here. So this is from Obsidian Flames, and Obsidian Flames is one of the sets that I haven't mastered yet because I'm new to Pokemon, and we started collecting to do masters in 2024, and this came out in 2023. But we saw this card, thought it was really great. Right off the bat, I will say, looking at it, I was really expecting like a 9 or a 10 on this. I know 10s are rough to come by sometimes, but we got a 9. Sweet! So we got a 9 on this one. Just a really cool Pidgeotto illustration rare. We'll go ahead and set that to the side. We'll have our 9s right here. Actually, we'll do 9s right here, just in case we get some 7s and 8s, and then 10s right here. There is one in here that I'm pretty sure is going to be like a 6 or a 7. It's a Gyarados that had a lot of damage to it. SQ! Okay, so this was one of my favorite illustration rares that came out. This is probably one of my favorite looking cards. It's got a really good color to it. Look, you can see the reflection right there, but it's got a really good color to it. There's a lot going on, and I really love this one. I will say from the looks of this card right here, the back was on point. The front wasn't super centered, so there was a little bit thinner on this side than it was that side. Top and bottom was good, but we got a 9. Sweet, cool, 2 9s right off the bat. That's pretty awesome. Pretty excited about that. We'll see. Okay, Charizard EX. This is the one that I want to be a 10, and I can't remember. Yeah, this is the one I want to be a 10 right here. This is from the Charizard EX Premium Collection. So this is the Black Star promo Charizard. Really easy card to get, but Charizard is my favorite. Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard. Those three steal my heart away. So we're hoping for a 10. Gem 10. Ah! Yes, so I'm really excited about that. Oh man, just look at the way he glimmers like that. That makes me so happy. All right, so we got our first 10. We'll put him over here. So I'm trying to get a 10 of Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard through this. So we've got Charmeleon next. So this is going to be the Obsidian Flames English Charmeleon. This is just the standard non-hollow or non-reverse hollow or anything like that. So wanted to kind of get one of each, and we'll see another 10. Sweet. So we are 2/3 of the way to our set for 10s with that Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard. We'll see what we can pull next. And next is Charmander. So these were obviously put in there together. But let's go ahead and see what this one is. This is Ezra's favorite Charmander. He just loves the fire around him. This is going to be a 10. Oh, 9. Dang it. I was really hoping. I was looking at it and I was like, this has got to be a 10. I guess maybe the side over here is a little bit thinner than the side right here. And that's there. But I am really... This was like pulled and then put right in a sleeve and sent away. This is not a money card by any means. This card is not. That one was. Oh, sorry, it's a 9. That one was not put in there to make money. That was put in there for my personal collection. So that one's. It's a 9. It's good, but we'll see what happens. So here is the. This is the one that comes in the. This is the hollow version of that in that premium EX. So this is the one that we were really hoping to get a 10 in, so you could have the whole Charizard EX Premium Collection in 10s, but 2029. Okay, cool. That's still good. That's not bad. I am curious to see why it got a 9. And as I was looking through PSA, you can actually pay extra to get notes. But when I say pay extra to get notes, you pay a lot of money extra to get notes from the grader and why they graded it the way they did. So sometimes it really is just up to the grader and what they're feeling in that moment. So here is this is the hollow from that EX version right there. So we're looking for a 10 on this one. And we got a 9. All right, the 9's still pretty good. Those will go together. We're gonna put these 3 together actually, since those are the 3 that we're keeping in the personal collection right there. So put those 3 together. Those are going to go in my Charizard collection as I put them all down and everything. So here's the Charmander. This is the ETB Charmander, the Pouty Charmander that comes through there. This is one of my favorite Charmander cards. I think it's so cool. And it's, once again, super attainable. If you can get an Obsidian Flames ETB, you can get this card from it. And we got a mint 9. Sweet. Sweet. All right. So we got a 9 with that one right there. That's a good one to put through. Gyarados EX. So here's an ultra rare Gyarados. This one is one of my favorite Gyarados cards. Gyarados is one of my other favorite Pokemon as well, so I like to collect as many of these as I can, and we got a 9. Looks like the name of the game is 9 so far. This is a Geta. I don't know really why we sent this card, to be honest. There are a couple of them that we sent in that I was like, let's just make it an even 15. So I think I threw 3 cards in here that I was like, yeah, whatever, we'll put them in here. And we got a 9 with the Geta. So I do know that's a popular card. Oh, I flipped it. I just looked at it too. So it's going to be an 8. This was one of the others that I was like, let's just throw it in there and see what it is. But an 8 on that one. And that one is clearly the centering. You can see how thin this side is versus how thick this side is right there. So this one we were not expecting a 10 by any means. We were expecting kind of an 8 or a 9 on this one. So that one's not too disappointing. It was just one of the ones that we were sending through. And I will say as I go through this, do not send cards that you don't think are going to grade high if you don't care about it. Because this card, raw, is probably worth more than it is as a near mint 8 right now. So I sent it in because it was a cool card to get slabbed and everything, and I didn't care about it as much. It was $15. I knew I was losing money to send it in and do that, but I did that because I wanted it slabbed. So just keep that in mind if you send in cards. So here's the 2023. This is the Gyarados that if we flip it over on the back side, you can see there's some really big time white on that corner. There's white on this corner, white on this corner. And then along the top here, there was a good, this whole middle part right here was all white as well. So this one, I would not be surprised if it came back. This was another one I was like, I want to get a Gyarados. We'll put this one, get it slabbed as well. This one, I would not be surprised if it came back as a 7. 8! Hey, that's a positive for me. I thought it was going to be a 7. Once again, just throwing it into the collection Gyarados and have it there. But Here's the Magikarp to go with the Gyarados. This is the reverse hollow Magikarp. This one comes back as a 9. Magikarp does better than the Gyarados. Oh man. Okay, 2023. This is the Larvitar IR from Obsidian Flames right here. This one, I could not find much wrong with this card other than the centering on the back was a little off, and 2 of the corners were a little rough from the backside. So this one I'm expecting probably an 8 or a 9, and we've got an 8 on that one. So illustration rare right there. And last but not least, Galvantula. So this one I sent in because I really loved the artwork, I loved the color, and I thought it would be great. If I could get this one in a 10, that would be sweet. Mint 9, still good. Not amazing, but still good. So kind of rule of thumb. So we've got our 8s, we've got our 9s, a 10, and then we've got our set here of 2 10s, or 2 9s and a 10, 2 9s and a 10. So we had a lot of 9s through this. We had 1, 2, 3 8s, 2 10s, so we had 10 9s, and the other 5 were split between 8 and 10 in this set right here. So a ton coming back from PSA. Big shout out to GameStop. That was awesome to get them back so fast. That was kind of my suspicion, that I think you're going to be getting more middle of the range grades and much faster service when it comes to these GameStop cards, because it is one business partnering with another. They want to keep that relationship solid. So because of that, I'm assuming you're going to get more quick service, I guess, more better customer service coming from it. And so you're going to be getting probably better turnaround times from GameStop than if you were to send them in yourself. With that being said though, it's always nice to have your own control over your cards. So as we've kind of like shown a couple times, this is always how I set up my cards. I put them in the semi-rigids. I have a little pull tab on the top. Y'all have seen maybe hopefully some of the shorts where I talk about how I do this. We'll have a video here a little bit on kind of like how I prep my cards before I send them to PSA, and what I'm doing now to send cards to PSA, because I'm new to this and I'm new to this process, but I've found some things that have actually helped quite a bit in me getting better grades. So until next time, TTFN.